In today's video, we share how to change the oil on a 9th generation Honda Accord, model years 2013 to 2017. Drive the Accord around for 10 to 15 minutes to fully warm the oil up so it drains better and so any particles get stirred up better for draining. Make sure the Accord is in park and the parking brake is engaged. At the front there's a metal pad with a metal loop. Center your jack at the front of the car. Lift the front of the car using this point. I like using jacks with rubber pads because they help prevent damage and slipping. Make sure you raise the front first because the e-brake only holds the rear wheels in place. With the front raised on the jack, place jacks under the pinch welds here on the sides. The welds are reinforced and strong at these points and are designed to support the weight of the vehicle. Crack the jack and lower the front onto the jacks. Remove the jack. Jack up the rear from this metal hook. The hook is designed to be the jack point and support the entire weight of the rear of the vehicle. Center the jack on the hook so the Accord doesn't lean left or right. After you've raised it sufficiently, place 2 more jacks under the left and right rear strong pinch welds.
It's a nice flat area. Make sure it's going to be lined up in the middle.
Crack the jack and lower onto the jack stands.
Keep an eye on both as we lower it. Grabbing this and cracking the jack. Slowly releasing it. So that one's going to contact first, so I watch that one first. That one, checking that one. That one's perfectly in the middle. And voila.
I was getting under the front to do an oil change and was jacking up the whole vehicle to make sure the engine is level and all of the oil drains. Since I have 2 jacks, I put extra backup jacks under the front welds, barely touching if at all the weak welds close to the strong pinch welds. This could mess up the vehicle if supporting from these points, but I would rather the car falls onto the jacks than myself if the front jack stands fail. First, we pop the hood open and remove the oil fill cover.
You reach under slightly to the left of the Honda logo. There's a lever that you just press up like this. And it opens up. Lifted up that support, goes in that hole, and it's supported.
This lets air in and helps the oil drain faster.
Now we go to our handy drawer, and we will need a 17mm socket.
From under the car, using a 17mm socket, crack the drain plug loose on the oil pan. It's located here. Mine was a little tough to break loose using a standard ratchet.
There we go. Now I get our bucket. Careful, it's gonna come out at an angle this way. We can do that by hand. There we go.
Let it drain for 5 to 20 minutes, depending on how thorough you want to be. Reinstall the drain plug using a new crush washer.
Inner and outer dimensions, and I'll put a link in the description. Now take one of our new crush washers, put it onto our drain bolt.
Torque it down to 29 foot-pounds.
There we go.
Using a 66mm oil filter wrench, remove the old oil filter. It's located here on the engine. Note, be prepared to wipe up some of the oil that drips down on the metal using paper towels.
And it leaks down here. Good to know that it goes down on the underbody panel. Super straightforward. There we go.
Grab the new oil filter and pre-fill it with a little bit of oil. We can't put too much oil in when pre-filling because the oil filter gets installed at an angle. Importantly, dab some oil onto a glove or finger and make sure to moisten the gasket around the filter so it makes a good seal. Hand tighten the oil filter back on so it makes a snug fit. We could lower the vehicle now, but let's wait to do it after we fill it with oil, to check for leaks after we fill. Roughly 4.5 to 4.7 quarts go into the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. We have 5 new quarts of high mileage 0W20 oil here. We pour in 4.5 quarts, let it sit, then start the car for 30 seconds, kill the engine, then use the dipstick to measure where we are. We see that we are perfectly in the middle, so we can stop here. If your oil level is low, now is when we top it off. We're almost done. To reset the oil service interval, put the key in the ignition and turn it to the second stage, i.e. the accessory stage. Press the button on the right until the display shows oil life. Press and hold the button until the display starts flashing, then release it, then hold the button again. The display should flash, then clear the oil life and reset it back to 100%. Remember when we waited to lower the Accord? At this point, we take a look under to admire our handiwork and check for leaks. With no leaks confirmed, we lower the rear first so that the rear wheels which have the parking brake touch the ground, and then the front. Be sure to insert the front jack directly from the front because that is the most stable approach. And that's it. Congratulate yourself on a job well done. Subscribe for more Accord videos and share in the comments below if this has helped. See my channel for other car videos, and I appreciate you tuning in.